Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Sangean model number PR-D14, and I perform an evening medium wave band scan. First go over features, second I'll do a size comparison, third I'll start cruising the evening band. So let's check it out, the Sangean PR-D14. It's a really cool in-between model, in between a D4W and a D15. I like it. I call it the Entertainer because it has a USB playback device. So let's check it out. On the left-hand side, you got a headphone jack for FM stereo listening, auxiliary in jack to hook up your MP3 player and phone, DC input, 6 volts, 1 amp. It's nice, they give you the transformer for that, and that transformer also works for the D19. I mention that because a lot of people may have a D19 and they don't have the AC adapter yet, so when you buy this radio, you get the adapter. You can use it with that radio. I do. On the front here, metal speaker grill, really nice. As you can tell, I like the white plastics. For Sangean radios, I will continue to buy them in white because you don't see fingerprints. With their black and gray models, you do, so definitely white is the way to go. 3-inch speaker behind there. Sangean. Over here we have the LCD, which has an amber backlight. As you can see, we got the date there. Just keep pressing it. There you are. It gets back to the time. It looks kind of fuzzy this direction. When you bring it up here, you can see it sharpens as you look down on it. And that's usually how you look at your radio when you have it set up normal. But since I'm laying it flat, it looks like it might be a little hazy. But yeah, just know that it's nice and sharp contrast when it's tilted forward, how it's supposed to be. Power button, sleep function. We got more buttons here. Source, that's our band select and source select. So for the USB thumb drive and for the auxiliary jack. Play mode for the USB drive. We have alarm 1, alarm 2. These are smart alarms. You can wake to AM, FM, or USB on either. We have a menu button. You can press and hold this. It'll access our menu, and then we can go through. We got clock adjust, date adjust, how you want the date to appear. We have manual setting of the clock or RDS setting of the clock. Snooze control. Clock 24-hour or 12-hour. FM stepping. So you have 100 kilohertz stepping or 50 kilohertz stepping. It's important for people. And AM, of course, 10 kilohertz or 9 kilohertz. And then bands, FM, it has 4 of them. So it has all the 64 to 108, I believe 87 to 108, 87.5 to 108, and I believe there's a 76 to 108. And then, yeah, so that's the menu. So that's that button there. Plus, when the radio's playing FM, you get RDS information, which is nice. And also, if you're playing on the AM station, you can hit this because the defaults to clock, so you can go back to frequency. Down here, we have 5 preset buttons. We have little marks above there. We have folder down, folder up. So if you have multiple folders on your USB thumb drive, you can navigate them with that. You can see we got rewind and track back, pause play, track forward, fast forward. Scan button, auto scan and save, and of course your select button I was using for the menu. Up and down tuning control, seek forward, seek down, and of course A/B select, so you can start and stop points on certain part of your MP3 track, so you can repeat it over and over, especially if you're trying to hear something or practicing foreign language. On the right hand side we have volume control, nice smooth analog, I like that, very easy to use. Top of the radio, you can see it's got a little rubber jacket here. We pull this up and it reveals the socket for the USB thumb drive. I use a low profile one and you can almost get this to fit over it and close it. Here we have our FM antenna, 27-inch. Expect very good FM reception, which is a 4-star rating, which is rather high. I think it might be better than a D4W. Flipping it to the back, you can see we have information there. So your frequency information, AM, FM. It of course doesn't show the expanded FM band, but this is for pretty much the US. You can see it says RDS, and there we are. It runs on 4 D-cell batteries, which I'll show you behind this hinged compartment here. And expect a runtime of about 170 hours on 4 D-cell batteries. Not bad at all. But for a radio this size, you'll probably have it plugged in with the AC adapter most of the time. It's hard to go portable with this radio because there is no handle. If you notice, there's no way to grip it except for this little tiny nub, rib, whatever you want to call it, on the back. It's the only way to get a little grip on the radio. So let's go to a quick size comparison. And we'll start cruising the band. Yeah. Hopefully we find some good stations tonight. I'm hoping. CC Pocket in the house. As you can tell, this is the... Oops, got my list to the right. This is the correct time, 11:04 p.m. That's Central Standard Time, and I'm near Chicago, Illinois, USA. Because I have a lot of international viewers. Here's a CC Skywave. To give you an idea. So yeah, it's not a huge radio. It's the same size as the PR-D4W, but it's just smaller than the PR-D15. And last but not least, we have Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He loves white radios made by Sangean Man. Dun, 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 dun. Whoops, he almost fell off. No! Go get him, Iron Man. All right. It's my fun before I get started. Off to my left, I have a Turk Advantage loop. Right here. There it is, Turk Advantage. You can pick these up for $40. If you're buying a radio like this for $70, definitely do yourself a favor and pick one of these up. These pair well together, especially during the day. We'll see how they do in the evening, if it's needed or not. Usually in the evening, sometimes it's not needed, but I'm going to keep it handy just in case. Great for AM listening. Now, for those who are new to AM listening, or just started watching my channel and are trying to figure out what kind of radio to buy, radios have two antennas. Portable radio has a back antenna, that one I showed you, that's the FM antenna. It's used to receive shorter wavelengths. And then there's an internal antenna, which is a ferrite bar, usually located horizontally, mounted in the radio's cabinet, either up here in the middle or down below, but definitely in this orientation. And what it is, it's a ferrite rod wrapped with a coil of wire many times. And what that does is that's able to harness the longer wavelengths that AM is. The thing about AM is it travels a long distance. So you're going to see stations for anywhere from 300 miles all the way up to maybe up to 1,000 miles. So that's amazing. On FM, you normally can't get that unless special conditions exist, and barely if that. So keep that in mind. AM is awesome, especially in the evening. Almost every evening AM band scan you do, you'll find something at a distance. So let's go and turn it on. And of course, those who have watched my videos know that already, but it's primers for the new people. So we're starting at the bottom of the band. You can see we got battery level. The band we're on, AM. Frequency, 520. The P1 was preset 1. And over here we have a signal strength indicator. I like having a signal strength indicator. That's nice. There's no auto-tuning on this radio. There's no bandwidth control on this radio. There's no 1 kHz tuning. But I'll be honest with you, this thing is really good on AM band. So let's give it a go. Yeah, it's going to be a good evening. When this comes in this clear, this is 530 CHLO, Brampton, Ontario. It's 441 miles. They say it's 250 watts. It's pretty amazing I'm picking it up clear like this with no assistance. I can bring the loop in. And the loop works without batteries, and it's a passive loop, they call it. And what it does is it gathers the electromagnetic waves, and it transfers them to the ferrite bar. So what I'm going to do is go perpendicular to the radio's antenna, and it has a little tuner, this little purple knob. And I tune it to the same frequency I'm trying to receive. So I'm going to put on the edge here, perpendicular to where the antenna is going to be. I think the antenna is right about here. It usually gives you extra gain or extra volume. Okay, there you go. Let's keep going. Now, of course, you'll see me turning the radio. And that's how you tune an AM radio. You aim this horizontal edge towards the station you're trying to receive. So right now I'm trying to pick up 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin, which is 70 miles to the north. And it's 400 watts at night. But I'm not moving it because right now I'm picking up CBK's Watrous, Saskatchewan. This person talking. This is really cool. This is 1,025 miles away from me. This is great. Okay, so I'm going to turn it. know if you can make that out now. We got a sports station to the north, WAUK. But turning it back, this station's coming in nice. So there you go. Pretty cool. So that's called directional tuning of the medium wave receiver. You can also do it with the radio standing up. You can turn the radio to tune in those stations the same way. Pretty excited to get that.
My father, full disclosure, my father was a conductor of the Long Island Railroad. He punched tickets.
Here's KTRS, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles, 5,000 watts.
That I would charge the people to ride the bicentennial sofa. And I had his tickets.
Like you donated $50 to the ACLJ. And you're only charged $25. People sometimes say, am I getting charged twice? No.
So this is 560 WIND Chicago. Chicago is southeast. It'll also, since the radio's pointed northwest, it still works in that direction as well.
So this is a critical time. It's a key time
Signal
to
strength.
support our work. As Andy said, it's not impossible to travel. So
in the West, in Washington in particular, is held up as a beacon of some of the values that they regard as being hugely important. But China, particularly now Xi Jinping, has always...
Here's Canada. I think it's CJOB. If it is, I'll put the information here.
By peaceful means, he says, that there are red lines here, and one of those red lines is extolling the virtues of or supporting independence. And that is what Beijing says these people are doing, and it's going after them via their companies, it appears.
Many, many thanks indeed, Robin Brandt in Shanghai, with, I think, so far my favourite word of the morning, splitted. I'll use that in conversation soon.
And that is a very appropriate word for the next story we're talking about, Lawrence. It's the Kyle Rittenhouse, the 18-year-old son.
Okay, I was trying to get this call letters. But
Here, the NFL around the holiday season.
590. This is
It is good. It's a great story. That's what he did before.
KXSP, Omaha, Nebraska, 405 miles, 5,000 watts.
With the Bills, they're at home.
Nice.
Has to be in the traditional. It can be matching, however.
We're not going to get through the band. These stations are all coming in clear. WMT, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles, 5,000 watts. I say the wattage because it's lower in the evening. They don't need as much to travel farther distances. If I don't give the wattage, it's typically 50,000 watts.
Match with, again, goes into traditional, so to be very clear.
Nice.
And people started coming out and he was only
Okay, this way is KCSP, Kansas City, Missouri, 400 miles, 5,000 watts on 610. And this way, you can hear it mixing with another station. That's Columbus Station, WTVN, which is 330 miles, 5,000 watts to the east, that way. So here's Milwaukee, WTMJ. This is 52 miles to the north. You'll hear it get better as I turn it.
Tom, what to do?
So, as far as I know, if you've got a mandatory contribution from your own paycheck, you say you can count that at about half.
There you go.
If it's mandatory.
If it's mandatory from your own paycheck.
And if you don't control what it's going into, that's different. But in a 401...
Country Music, CFCO, Chatham, Ontario, 310 miles, 6,000 watts. And there's a St. Louis station. Just picking it up. It's a KYFI, St. Louis. Okay, so we got some Hispanic music on 640 WMFN, Peatone, Illinois, 75 miles away, 1,600 watts. Turn the radio, it's getting mixing station out of Ames, Iowa, which is WOI, 265 miles, 1,000 watts to the west.
It's the B-Sides with Jeff Hall on WSM at night.
Nice, sounds good. That's WSM 650 Nashville, Tennessee, 434 miles. You can pick up quite a bit if you live in the Midwest.
Okay, they did it against the Raiders, and that's the defense that this Bucs team.
This is a great evening, guys. I haven't even got to 700 yet. 660 WFAN. This is home of the Yankees, New York, New York. 750 miles.
Their hand in being able to take some drives.
Great selectivity because 650 is pretty strong, and 670, the score in Chicago, is a huge station. So to be able to pick this up is fantastic.
Play. He socked that guy with his fist. It wasn't like he was playing.
So here's 670, the score, WSCR Chicago local.
They immediately said it was a flagrant 2.
Yes, the third period would be concerning to watch. Now, if that gets carried over...
Okay, I said CJOB on 580, but I think I was wrong. I think it's supposed to be here. Yeah, this is CJOB. I'll find out what the other one was. It'll be on the little iCards here. Yeah, this is CJOB, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's where going
about 800 miles away. Nice. Toronto is this way. Cool. So we're picking up some great stations. Country music.
Dinner's always ready with Cornerstone. CONCEON.com.
Hello again, it's Simon Slickett from Royal Pass Classics. Last time we spoke, I asked you to call me first. Mike and Charlie called. I told her.
Okay, sounds like a Canadian station.
In less than 2 weeks.
Could be CKGM, Montreal, Quebec. But I don't think so. I think this is towards Toronto. So I'll look it up and I'll put it here. Yeah, it's funny how I don't have these written down. Okay.
Call me first. 450-607-4430. Simon Slickett, Royal Pass Classics.
You're the approved guy, right?
Right.
Steelers on Sunday, November 28th. This is a game you don't want.
WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
Intense, and you can be
Sounds
part
like
of
a
all
local.
the live action and excitement when the Bengals host the Steelers in Paul Brown Stadium. But don't wait, inventory is extremely.
Dr. Lederman, bringing innovative cancer care.
Here's WOR, New York, New York. Man, I'm excited about this.
Failed to pass. We may be able to offer you new cancer.
Everybody thought they were from Buffalo.
Oh, that's hilarious. No, it's a wonderful book. It also will finally tell you the right ages.
720 WGN.
Of Misty Morgan and Jack Blanchard. So there are some wonderful stories about them. And so many other people.
They both were, I think they both...
Country music out of CKDM, Dauphin, Manitoba, 820 miles. Oh, that's nice. Got some easy listening on Zoomer Radio is CFZM, always nice to listen to. Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles right across the Great Lakes.
Running again. Do the job. How about Pete Buttigieg?
750 WSB, Atlanta, Georgia, 630 miles.
Disaster in our history, and this guy's up paternity leave.
Your data is actually quite valuable. Hackers can make up to $1,000 per person selling personal information on the dark web. You need to protect your data.
WJR, Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles. I got that during the day with this radio. Nice.
WLIR in Hampton Bays. For further info, job developers and career advisors should visit WABCRadio.com/careers. That's WABCRadio.com/careers.
Okay, girls, ready to go? Yeah!
There you go, New York Station, WABC. New York City, New York, 750 miles, coming in sounding like a local station. Excellent. A couple bars there.
Okay, here. They learn what is okay from the adults they see.
Edens, Kennedy, Eisenhower, Stevenson, even I-55 through Will County.
Here's 780 WBBM, Chicago.
Ford looking good, and it's also a great time to be on Lakeshore Drive North.
Old time radio between 12 a.m. and 1 a.m. on the weeknights, Central Standard Time. Check it out if you can pick up 780 WBBM from your area. Enjoy it. It's fun.
1128 on News Radio 1059 WBBM.
Clear to partly cloudy and cold overnight.
Okay.
Sunny skies expected today. Light winds and a daytime high reaching +3.
Just picking up a hint of CKLW, Windsor, Ontario. 270 miles.
Republicans can hold themselves back from being stupid, which is always a major question. Then, Democrats are set to reap the whirlwind.
Here's 810 WGY, Albany, New York, 740 miles.
Keep saying that Kyle Rittenhouse is a white supremacist and anyone who disagrees.
I'm not making that up. And it's a
the toppings as well. Having a little Thanksgiving fun here on late night. Steve in for Henry here on Talk 830 WCCO.
The annual election.
There you go, let them say it. Minneapolis, Minnesota, 310 miles. Nice.
In a recent article in the Star Tribune,
Wall Street likes stability, and leadership of the Federal Reserve is remaining stable.
WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky, Ground Zero, and coast to coast between 12 a.m. and 4 a.m. This is a station I listen to every evening.
Big index gains. NBC News White House correspondent Shannon Petty says investors.
How many years together?
We were 23 years. But 4 years, this is December 28th, so we'd have had her.
This is KOA, Denver, Colorado, 890 miles.
Because only one didn't survive. Hang on a minute. Take your time.
CJBC, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles. You can tell by the distinct French language.
C'est absolument terrible, je sais, et cette nouvelle-là a été rapportée dans Business Insider. Les trois détenus en question.
Matchups. You name your stakes, winner take all. You have the advantage. Stat Hero is showing you their lineups ahead of time.
Stat Hero, awesome. That's funny. WWL, New Orleans, Louisiana, 865 miles south. It's almost like you need a little compass, huh?
Sign up for free and use promo.
But I know where I'm at.
Deposit match. What do you have to lose? That's stathero.com/bonus. Use promo code.
We're planning a trip to Spain later this year.
But our Spanish is...
Here's WCBS, New York, New York. These stations are coming in great, these New York stations, because they're right across the Great Lakes, and nothing to get in their way.
Based method teaches you real-life words and phrases, and with Babbel's interactive...
308-1299. These deals won't last forever. So
Chicago, 890 WLS. Pretty, yeah, everybody knows about WLS. Been around for a long time.
These children are in need of an
high-pitched whine coming from the camera.
Hi, it's Bruce St. James.
Go a little quicker now. Music. Now, this could be WDLS. I'm not sure. Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin. 120 miles away at 220 watts. A possibility. So I believe they have the music like this. Awesome. Go a little quicker. That's WFAW for Atkinson, Wisconsin. Nice. Here's Michigan. WWJ, Detroit. 270 miles.
That's CSA.Clemens.com/GMS.
And we're back with breaking news. The new Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever. That's right, Jim.
Gettix is WSBT, South Bend, Indiana. 110 miles. 5,000 watts. Nice.
That guy's dumb.
CBW, Winnipeg, Manitoba, 675 miles.
Vanity and delusion. Vanity.
From Vegas, you know, hey, there's a butt kicking it.
Here's 1,000 WMVP, Chicago, ESPN.
They won by 20. I mean, it's.
We're supposed to be factual. If he were to sue them,
KDKA, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 450 miles.
In order to get his name back, I mean.
Attention thrifters, those awesome finds you get at Goodwill are even awesomer than you may realize.
WBZ, Boston, Massachusetts. This is 880 miles.
Your purchases to fund job training and more in our neighborhood. Learn more at goodwill.org. Cloudy sky, 36 degrees. Steve Perez, WBZ, traffic on the 3s. Here's the 4-day
traffic on the 3s.
weather forecast.
Early on this
Nice.
Tuesday morning, it'll be brisk and turning colder with some clearing. Lows not far from 32 in Boston and in many coastal communities, but in
Petersburg to Moscow through the river and canal systems, and we docked on the northwest.
WHO, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles. Yeah, this is fun, isn't it? This is like exploring the whole country from my downstairs subfloor basement.
Needs of the Russian people. We had 5 doctors on
And taking you guys along for the ride.
nurses, and many of the people would.
Nice.
She also recorded and toured for decades with the Beach Boys. Longtime friend
KYW, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles.
at the age of 70. He his mother.
Okay, we got some religious music, KAAY, Little Rock, Arkansas, 570 miles to the south.
If they're happy, it's a scary.
Here's Cleveland, Ohio, WTAM, 345 miles.
Where if you're unhappy,
It was put down COVID deaths, so the numbers go up. And so
Here's KFAB, Omaha, Nebraska, 405 miles.
a lot of visitors' friends rush to get the
You can have the best driving skills, but if you haven't worked on your lawnmower, isn't it a break, you know?
KMOX, St. Louis, Missouri.
And then you're out of the count.
Just a hint of WBBR, Bloomberg Radio, New York City, New York.
Care of my daughter. I said, look, you don't have to thank me.
This is WRVA, Richmond, Virginia, 665 miles.
I loved her when I married her.
I think they were broadcasting coast to coast there.
By calling 800-533-3000.
Local?
Right up to the Thanksgiving holiday. Happy to be here. Thrilled to be here, and you're always welcome.
Here's
To
Wham,
weigh in on any topic.
Rochester, New York, 545 miles.
Even those liberal folks are out there who are listening.
Hawking's theories about black holes and portals.
WPHT, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles.
Very much theoretical.
I'm going to go a little quicker up the dial.
from that, does it fill your mind with good thoughts, or does it make you think of sinful things?
I think this is WSDZ, St. Louis, Missouri. There's a lot to explore in this area of the band between 1200 and 1500. So no auto tuning to mess up the stations. If you notice, it's just on, which I love.
And we could take the fonts for
WSPD, Toledo, Ohio, 250 miles, 5,000 watts. Running out of time, so I'm just going to cruise up the band here real fast. Let's go to 1530. Actually, 1520. Not coming in that great. That's Oklahoma.
I can probably hit the green from here.
Here's WCKY, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
Can I get a mulligan?
Nice.
Here, those that support and those of us who don't, would both be happy.
1540 KXEL, Waterloo, Iowa. They got a little feedback on their station, it sounds like. 210 miles. Let's go 1610. Some music there is CHHA, Toronto, Ontario. Nice.
But it's bolt of fabric. I like that bolt.
KCNZ, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles, 1,000 watts.
slow motion. He runs over people. He gets his hands on the ball. He always...
KBGG, Des Moines, Iowa, 280 miles. You sometimes look at music mixed with this. That's from Richardson, Texas, KKLF, which is 790 miles to my southwest.
No, get back and get Brian.
That direction.
Get back on the field.
Cool. We're done.
Felt really good.
I want to show you the RDS, so we'll go to source, USB mode. We have auxiliary in, and of course FM. And as you can see, full strength stereo. We got some RDS information, RDS symbol, and we can change the info by hitting this. Program type, station identification, calendar. So you can kind of see what you get. So there you go. There's the song, artist. Nice. Okay, cool. I thought I'd show it to you real quick. All right, so there it is, the Sangean PR-D14. If you love the form factor, you love the radio, links below. Definitely check it out. Like I said, $70. It puts it right in there with the D4W and the PR-D5. Definitely check this one out because it is worthy of that in-between value. They also have these refurbished from Sangean, I believe, for around $51. So definitely check out those links. You'll love this radio. So there it is. If you enjoyed the video, give me a big like. I appreciate it. 2, if you like Sangean radios, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon, get notified of reviews, comparisons, and deals. Definitely with the bell icon clicked, you'll get notified of any deals I find. I post in my community section quite often. And 3, comment below what you think about the PR-D14. Is it for you? Is there enough in this package that you'd like? Personally, this is one of my favorites in this size. I actually like using this a little bit more than my D4W on the AM band, just because no auto tuning, and at night it sounds wonderful. So there it is. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next video.